May I have your attention, please? All rise. Lawrence County Municipal Court's now in session. The Honorable Donald R. Cameron presiding. All those having business before the court, draw near and you shall be heard. God bless the great state of Ohio and this honorable court. You may be seated.
Good morning. Welcome to the Lawrence County Municipal Court. We've got a lot of people on teleconference and a fair number that are here. So thank you, brave souls that made it in person. We got some reviews to do, so we're going to call those. If a person is called that's on teleconference, please speak up at the time your name is called so I know you're there. So when your name is called, come forward, and if you're on teleconference, speak up so I know you're present. Don't call.
Alec Berry, Shanna Darby, Danny Dotson, Jessica Leggett, Edward McCoy, Brandon Miller, Taylor Parmenter, Sarah Woods, Jason Collier.
Okay, Alec Berry is here.
Yes, sir.
And I do have a report dated today from RRS. You were interviewing for another job, is that right?
Yes, sir.
How did that go?
I got my letter of intent. I'm supposed to start school next month.
Okay. This is going to be some sort of union job
Yeah.
where you got to take some training first?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, well, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Which makes what you're doing here even more important, right? Because they do some screening with you and so periodically, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, well, looks like you got things going the right direction. Your report is good, so let's keep that up. Congratulations on getting the job. When will you actually start getting paid?
I just got to get my OSHA 10 from school, and then after that, that's all I need to start working. So I
Okay.
just got to find a job with somebody after that. And
So, but the union helps you with that, right? Don't they help place you?
right.
Okay. Okay, well, you still have some community service and fines to pay. Do you have a payment you're making today?
I do not have cash on me,
Okay.
and I plan on starting my community service next week.
All right, well, let's get, you did, one case you got to finish up and still have some pendings. What day will you be out next week?
Hopefully Monday.
Okay. And you probably, at this point, you probably don't know what your work schedule is going to be.
No.
I'm going to set you for February 26th. So that's the last Monday in February. It'll be your next meeting at 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sheena Darby is not in person. Is she on the teleconference? Sheena Darby.
She did check in when I called earlier on.
Okay. All right. We'll wait 7 days.
Your Honor.
Yes.
If I may, Ms. Darby, I have her as a pretrial, so she may, I'm on the pretrial docket, so
Okay. I'll put her.
everyone's not there quite yet.
I'll put her aside then, and we'll wait. Call her later. See if she comes up. That was Mr. Stiers.
Thank you.
Danny Dotson. 192448 and 2223, 211151. Do you have a payment today, Mr. Dodson?
Yes, Your Honor.
How much are you paying?
25.
All right. See the clerk and make your payment. I'll set your next hearing. Are you working?
Yeah.
Which days are better for you?
Friday.
All right, the 23rd, February 23rd. Did you say 20 or 25?
25.
Okay, go see the clerk and make your payment. Jessica Leggett.
Apparently called and says she was snowed in this week.
All right, she has 7 days to get him here before the warrant question.
Your Honor, she wasn't able to when you sent it to me, she was over video.
All right. Yeah, she hasn't done very much on her case. Edward McCoy. How are you, Mr. McCoy?
Good.
Are you still with Sober Living?
No, I'm out, but I had a letter that RG sent me. I mean,
I've got a copy in the files.
yeah.
It said that you've had negative drug screens and you've been coming to all your appointments, so very good.
Yes.
Where are you living now?
I got a trailer in Altizer.
Okay. How'd you get over here today?
My daughter brought me.
Okay, very good. It's good to have help.
Yes, it is.
All right, I'll set your next hearing for February the 26th, last Monday in February, 9 o'clock. Brandon Miller.
Right here.
You're
Yes.
Brandon. 23-184. Okay, so you've got to do the 3-day school, and you've got community service to do and fines to pay.
I already completed the DIP over the summer. I have
Oh,
a
you
community
did?
service scheduled next week in Columbus. And then the only thing that's left is the fines. I just paid 50 today.
Where did you do the 3-day school?
Crossroads in Columbus.
They haven't filed anything with the court that I can see.
It's on the docket right now.
Okay, I'm sorry, I overlooked it, it is in the file. Okay, I'll mark that as completed. Okay, what about your community service?
That's scheduled next week in Columbus with Habitat for Humanity.
Okay, are you making a payment today?
I paid 50 today.
Okay.
It was an online payment that I did like an hour ago.
It's not gonna show up then. All right, I'll set your next hearing. You have some connections with this area? You from here originally, or?
No.
Okay, well, I would have let you appear by teleconference.
Okay.
You can get the link from the probation officer.
Okay.
February 26th will be your next hearing. Get everything finished before then. You don't have to come back, work, you can appear by teleconference. But you got to, that's assuming you're making progress.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Taylor Parmiter. All right, Ms. Parmiter is on teleconference. Okay. Here. Case numbers 23-189 and 191. And are you still at RRC?
No, I'm at Ninja Breeds.
Okay. And I see Brandon is on line.
Yes.
Can you give me
That's correct.
Brandon, can you give me a report on Ms. Parmenter?
Yes, Your Honor. So far she's been compliant with treatment. We haven't had any issues out of her. She's also being supervised by Megan with QRT.
Okay.
So yeah, so she's been doing very well recently.
All right. So since you're being monitored by QRT, you still have, you haven't paid all your fines. You have $100 left. I'll go a couple months out because you have to report to Megan, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll set you out further, that you have someone else supervising you. All right, I'll set it for March the 15th. If you paid your fines off, that'll be your last hearing with me. 9 o'clock, March 15th. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Sarah Woods. All right, Sarah Woods is on teleconference, and this is case numbers 22-326, 21-686. And you have community service on both cases. You got a theft and a criminal damaging with community service and some restitution also. And I don't see that anything's happened on this. What's going on with your cases?
I'm in treatment. I just got off the ankle monitor, and I am starting work here soon with the Recovery to Works program. So I'll be able to make some payments, and I'll be able to start community service here in the next couple weeks.
And are you amended reads also?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I was just here with you on Friday.
Okay. I see a date was set for February the 16th. Is that when your next hearing was scheduled?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Major, do you have some?
Not on this, Your Honor, no.
Okay. All right. And Mr. Peters, is she doing well?
Yes, Your Honor. She is also compliant with all three recommendations, and I can confirm that she was just taken off of ankle monitor through the complexities for Lawrence County, and I do believe that she is waiting for the recovery program to kick back in.
Okay. I'll schedule your next hearing then. Since you're also appearing in complexities, I'll make your next hearing. Well, we've already scheduled February 16th. We'll just keep that date. February the 16th will be your next hearing. 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Thank you. Jason Collier. Okay, I do have a report on him from RRS.
Your Honor, he's compliant, he's making good progress.
Okay. And he's in one of your sober living
Yes, sir.
facilities? Okay, I'll set his next hearing for February the 16th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. That finishes the reviews, so we're going to start the arraignments, and let's deal, Mr. Pascamp, I think you have an arraignment, is that right?
Your Honor, good morning, and thank you for letting me appear on Zoom. Motion for continuance.
Okay, is that on an arraignment or a pretrial?
Pre-trial, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll go ahead and call that.
Your Honor, if I may, anybody that's on for review hearing today that didn't get called, then contact the probation department. They'll be transferred to my docket.
All right, if there's someone that thought they should be on for review today, your case wasn't called, call Mr. Major.
I was on review today.
All right, call Mr. Major. call the court and ask for, go to his extension, Mr. Major's extension.
So I'm not gonna have a warrant out of him for not being there?
You're not gonna have a warrant.
State of Ohio versus Shayna Bartram, case number TRC 23-1827, A and B.
All right, so Shayna Bartram and Mr. Haskins, you're going to be representing her,
Yes, that is correct, Your Honor.
and you did file request for continuance.
Yes, Judge, I did, and I also got consent from the prosecution, they had no objection to that. I'm based out of Cincinnati, so the 3-hour drive was a little dangerous for me this morning, that's all.
Okay. Do you have a preferred date you would like to see this continue to?
Well, Your Honor, if it's not too soon when we interfere with the court's docket, I would love to come back next Friday. I'm wide open that day if we can.
Okay, the 26th, we can do that. I will not be here. I don't know if it's necessary for me to be here. I'll be at the winter judges meeting, but the acting judge will be here. Does that matter to you?
That's fine, Your Honor. I've had some pretty substantial conversations with the prosecutor about this case already, and I think it's moving along pretty nicely, so that should be fine.
All right, I'll set it for pretrial on the 26th at 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Judge. I really appreciate it. Thank you again for the Zoom opportunity. That makes things a lot safer for me. Thank you.
I understand. You're welcome.
And that's it.
You too.
Thank you.
So I've approved his continuance entry. It's in the file. Let's see. I should mark. I'll mark the outside of the file.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Now we're ready for arraignments.
Okay, before we start arraignments, let me tell you your rights. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. When you're called before the court, come up to the table to your right and stand there. I'll tell you what the charges are. It may be totally false, but I don't make the charging decisions. That's the prosecutor's job to decide what you're charged with. You need to understand what the charges are and what the possible penalties are. That's the purpose of this hearing. You don't have to say anything, but if you do say things, what you say is on the record. It can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, and to make the state prove any charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Those are the rights that defendants have in criminal proceedings. You waive those rights if you enter a guilty plea or a no contest plea. So the safest plea is always not guilty, and that's the plea you should enter. If you don't know what to do, if you have questions, if you want to talk to a lawyer, if you want a trial on your case, enter a not guilty plea when you're asked for a plea. Call the first case.
State of Ohio versus Emma Deeds, case number CRB 21696.
All right, this is an old case. You're Emma Deeds.
Yes.
Ms. Deeds, it's alleged that Perry Township on August 31st of 2021, you caused inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm to others by fighting, threatening harm to other persons or their property being involved in a curb. You understand this charge? It's a minor misdemeanor, which means there's no jail time. The most that can happen as a penalty is a $150 fine. That's the highest. Do you understand the charge?
Yes.
And you understand your rights you have as a defendant?
Yes.
How do you wish to plead with this?
Not guilty.
Okay. I can't, although I said you have a right to an attorney, you do, but you can't get one appointed for this case because your liberty's not at stake. Only people who could go to jail can get a court-appointed lawyer. You're welcome to hire a lawyer, but I can't appoint one for you. Do you understand that?
Yep.
So, I'm just going to set it for a trial. Since it's a minor misdemeanor, I'm not going to set it for a pretrial. Are you working, ma'am?
Yes.
What's your schedule?
I pretty much have an open schedule. I do DoorDash
Okay, so it doesn't matter if it's a Monday or a Friday when it's set?
No.
I'll set it for February the 5th for a trial at noon. You can sign a $500 signature bond. What that means is you're signing something that says you promise to be here when ordered, or if you don't show up, there'll be a $500 penalty. So just show up, you don't have to post any money. And you should write down the date of your trial on, there's in that little basket, form, put the next hearing date, February 5th at 12 p.m. Any questions, ma'am?
No.
You have witnesses that you want to testify, you should have them here then.
Okay.
That's all.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Kenneth Siders, case number TRD 2497, A and B.
That's how I got my cat.
Sir, you Kenneth William Siders.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Siders is alleged on January 17th at 8:43 a.m. in Perry Township. You were driving your vehicle while your license was suspended. You're charged under the section that is a first-degree misdemeanor, which means the maximum is 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine. You're also charged with failure to yield at a stop sign. That's a minor misdemeanor, maximum penalty is $150 fine. Do you understand these charges?
I do.
Do you understand your rights?
I do.
How do you plead?
Not guilty.
I can appoint a lawyer for this. Do you wish to be considered for a court-appointed lawyer?
Yes, I do.
Are you working?
I am.
What do you do?
I work with Fast HVAC. It's heating and cooling.
Are you paid by the hour?
I am.
How much per hour?
14.
How many hours a week do you work?
40.
Do you have children?
I have 3.
Okay, you're going to be eligible then for court-appointed counsel. Mr. Thompson. I'm entering a not guilty plea for you. We'll get your attorney in the courtroom to introduce you. Mr. Thompson, this is Kenneth Siders. He has a jailable driving under suspension charge. Entering a not guilty plea for him.
Okay.
And so I'm setting pre-trials probably in February 5th, good for you?
Is that a Monday?
It's a Monday.
Thank you.
February 5th will be the next hearing at 10 o'clock. And a not guilty plea is entered. He can sign a $1,000 signature bond.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Stephen R. Scott, case number TRC 2489.
And sir, are you Stephen Ray Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Scott, it's alleged that January the 14th of this year at 3:27 a.m. in Union Township, you were driving a vehicle while you were under the influence of alcohol, that you took a breath test and tested 0.9 on the breath test. And the law in Ohio and most states is that the per se level is 0.8. What that means is if the state can show a valid test over 0.8, there's a presumption that you are impaired by the fact that you tested higher than 0.8, and they're saying you tested 0.9. The state's also alleging that you had a prior conviction for an alcohol-related driving offense. So on a second offense, which this would be, the maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,625 fine, and a 5-year license suspension. The minimum penalty on a second offense is 10 days in jail, $525 fine, 1 year license suspension, and if the vehicle was titled to you, which they're saying that it was, if the vehicle's titled to you, if you're convicted on this, then the vehicle's required to be impounded for 90 days, also as part of the sentence. So do you understand the charge, the possible consequences, and what I've explained to you about the breath test?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions about any of those things?
No.
How do you wish to plead to these charges?
Not guilty.
Do you want to be considered for a court-appointed lawyer?
Yeah.
Are you working?
Yes.
What do you do?
I'm a manager at IHOP.
Are you paid by the hour?
Yeah.
How much per hour?
17.
How many hours a week?
Between 35 and 40.
Do you have any dependents?
No. Well, does my dad count? I know usually that takes on like kids. Does my father count?
If he's unable to work or something
Yeah,
like
then
that?
my dad.
Okay. So I get you're making about, our Supreme Court tells me I have to calculate your gross annual income.
Got you.
So that's why I'm asking these questions.
You're
I
fine.
get you're making about $31,000 a year gross, is that right?
It's around like 32, 33.
Okay. Thanks. All right, I'm going to go ahead and appoint a lawyer for you. It'll be Mr. Morford. You'll have to fill out a financial affidavit that verifies your income.
I got you.
Mr. Morford, this is Stephen Ray Scott, second offense ODI with a test score of 09 on a portable breath test. I'm entering a not guilty plea. He can sign a $2,000 signature bond.
Do I just sign it?
And I'm setting hearings in February, except the 12th is already pretty busy, so if I can go one of the other dates. What's your schedule?
I'm pretty free in February, Your Honor.
The 9th, February 9th?
I'm here then.
February 9th will be the next hearing for a pretrial at 10 o'clock. Not guilty plea is entered for Mr. Scott.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Just see you.
State of Ohio versus Nicholas R. Adams, case number TRD 201480. Nicholas R. Adams.
Nicholas Adams was ordered to appear today. He had got arrested and had posted bond through Mr. Sowards. So I'll notify Mr. Sowards by texting him that he's not appeared today. And there'll be a bond forfeiture hearing. I think I already set some for him on February the 16th, so I'll set this one for February 16th. Bond forfeiture hearing, February 16th at 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Jeffrey A. Trout, case number CRB 21-900.
All right, Mr. Trout, okay, you missed a hearing for review, but it was Monday, I think. Is that right?
I thought, yeah, I missed it.
Okay, you still have some fine to pay. You did make a payment today. It looks like the last time you were here, your screen was clean, so I won't require you to have a screen today. Since you did come in, I'll drop the warrant. I'll set your next hearing for February 16th. February 16th, 9 o'clock will be your next hearing. Get this paid off, you don't have that much left, and you'll be finished. You won't have to come back.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Okay,
Oh, thank you.
you're welcome.
Ready to Lawrence County Jail.
Okay, we're going to the jail now for some teleconference arraignments.
State of Ohio versus Garrick C. Fetters, case number PRA 2431. Brandon McClaskey is on deck.
Sir, are you Garrick C. Fetters?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me okay, Mr. Fetters?
Yes, sir.
I'm Judge Capper at the Lawrence County Municipal Court, which is located in Chesapeake, Ohio. This is where your hearing is taking place. You're actually appearing in the courtroom today by television monitor showing your image and what you're saying. The reason you're here, it's alleged that there's a warrant for your arrest from court in Chillicothe. The Municipal Court of Chillicothe, Ohio says they have a warrant for your arrest, or at least for a person by the name of Garrick C. Fetters, case number 21-1280. So they're asking that you be sent to that jurisdiction on this warrant. And you have a right to what's called a Rule 4 hearing. If there's a warrant in a county that doesn't touch the county that you're located in, you have a right to a hearing to make sure that the right person is being sent there. We're not taking someone and sending them some distance away without there being good cause to do so. It's like an extradition, but it's within the state, and it is called the Rule 4 hearing. You have a right to have that hearing, to have an attorney represent you at the hearing, and to have one appointed if you can't afford one. It's alleged this is some sort of misdemeanor theft offense in that jurisdiction. Do you wish to have a Rule 4 hearing, or do you wish to voluntarily agree to go to Chillicothe?
Not to speak to your lawyer about.
Okay, do you have the money to hire a lawyer?
No, sir.
Do you have a job?
Your Honor,
Yeah, Mr. Sire?
may I speak your honor?
Yes.
I represented Mr. Fetters yesterday in Judge Waldo's court on a felony charge. I don't guess this has anything to do with that. He did waive preliminary hearing on that matter in exchange for no alarm law, and that matter will eventually go to the police court, but we weren't aware of the holder.
You were or were not aware of the holder?
We were not aware of it.
Okay, and did he get a OR bond on the case he has here? Because otherwise he's not going to be able to go, even if he wants to go to Chillicothe, he's not going to be able to go.
He did get an OR bond on our case. He waived the grand jury in exchange for an OR bond.
All right. Well, he's asking for a lawyer since you represented him in the previous case in this county. I'm going to go ahead and appoint you to represent him. Do Do you want to make any advice now, or do you want to talk to him privately before you give him some advice as to how to proceed?
What I'd like to do is just log off of a Zoom call with Jim, speak to him briefly, and rejoin the Zoom call.
Okay, so I'll do that. So,
And then you can recall him when you're ready.
all right, Mr. Fetter, so what's going to happen, Mr. Steyer is going to call and talk to you about this, and Mr. Steyer, of course, you can get a copy of this if you want. I've got a copy of what appears to be the complaint, and it alleges City of Chillicothe versus Garrett C. Fetters gives an address in Vanceburg, Kentucky, misdemeanor of the first degree, and it looks like it's from June of 2021. The alleged offense took place, and the victim was Rural King, which I believe is a retail store there in Ross County. It's right along 23. It says there was a drill and flashlight. It's alleged taken. So it would be looks like a first degree misdemeanor theft offense. So that's the allegation. So I'll let you speak with Mr. Fetter about that, and then we'll call it later in the docket.
If you could ask to have him held out, I'll just jump off the call now and call the jail.
Okay. All right. Please hold Mr. Fetters out for a phone call from his lawyer.
State of Ohio versus Brandon McClaskey, case number CRD 22-565, and Victor Mock is on deck.
Yeah, we need Mr. Thompson in the courtroom. This was Mr. Thompson's case.
No.
I think this is actually a pretrial because Brandon McClaskey,
I think I have
he didn't
Brandon.
postpone. It was set for a pretrial and review today.
Stratton.
Mr. Stratton has
Oh, okay.
this one. Shall I
Okay,
send it?
that's correct. Originally it was you, then it was
Yeah.
Chief Stratton.
Yes, Your Honor. This is,
Brandon McClaskey is your case?
yes, you had to take a case last time. We were waiting to see what happened in Ironton, see the status of that before we decided what to do here. So,
You want to then call and talk with Mr. McClaskey? I have no knowledge if he's even appeared. Have you appeared in the common police court yet, Mr. McClaskey?
No, sir.
Okay,
so
so
that's, he has holder out of Ironton, Your Honor, so we just need to reset it then.
do you know who your lawyer is going to be in common police court, Mr. McClaskey?
No clue.
Okay, because you haven't appeared yet.
Yeah, I mean, he's under cash surety here, so.
Right. Do you want to just go another week then to see if he appears next Wednesday?
Yes, Your Honor,
Are you available?
next week's really bad week. Trial on Monday and mock trial on Friday, so if we could kick it to
How
that.
about the 29th then?
29th is fine.
All right, Mr. McClaskey, I'm scheduling your next hearing here for January 29th. In case you get out on bond, then you have to be to the court on your own January 29th at 10 o'clock for a pretrial. And hopefully by then you will have appeared in common police court and we're going to know more about what they're going to do on your other case.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
January 29th is next hearing.
State of Ohio versus Victor L. Mock, case number TRD 23-832, A and B, and Brandon Scraggs is on deck.
All right, sir, you're Victor Mock.
Yes, sir.
I'm Judge Capper at the Lawrence County Municipal Court. This is your arraignment hearing, and it's an older case from July, case number 23-832. It's alleged that on July the 1st of 2023 at 3:15 p.m., Perry Township, you were driving a vehicle with a suspended license. You're charged under the section that is what's called an unclassified misdemeanor. So there's no jail time on it. The maximum penalty is 500 hours community service, $1,000 fine. State's also alleging that you were driving without wearing a safety belt. That's a minor misdemeanor with a mandatory $30 fine if you're found guilty on that offense. It's alleged that you were cited into court on July 7th of 2023, failed to appear, and a habeas was issued for you for failure to appear. It's been outstanding, so it looks like you got arrested on the habeas.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes,
Do you understand the charges filed against you?
Yes, sir.
You have, and I don't think I explained your rights. These are things you've heard before, I'm sure. But you have, it's always on television shows, you have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything if you don't want. If you do say things, it's on the record. It can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one. And you have a right to have bail and make the state prove this charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things?
Yes, sir.
How do you wish to plead to these two charges of driving under suspension and not wearing a safety belt?
I'll plead guilty, Your Honor.
Okay. That means you're admitting they're true. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir. There was child support that had suspended my license, but I was ignoring. So when I got back to Columbus, I went down there and they closed my child support case. They're supposed to be closed, but they never closed them. So that's why my license was suspended. But as soon as I got back, I got my license, everything. I was driving a dump truck, so I would have to keep my license.
How'd you get arrested on this?
Actually, I pulled over. There was something wrong with my vehicle, so I pulled over, and State Highway pulled over that helped me. And when he ran my name, I had a warrant, so they brought me back down here.
So was that in Franklin County?
Yes, sir. In Columbus, yes, sir.
How long did that take?
It took them about 4 hours to get me here.
Oh, so when did you go into custody?
About 6:30 yesterday. About 6:30 p.m. yesterday.
Oh, they got you down here that fast, okay.
Yes, sir. They did something called a relay.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Like passing the baton, right, a relay race, right? They just have
They asked me if I wanted to sign a move forward so I could just come and get this over with because, like, I had a baby and I had a death in my family. Then it all just slipped my mind.
That's what we need to do then. Rather than have a hearing on the Rule 4, just have it in. Did they have the Rule 4 document in the police cruiser or what?
Yeah, they had the Rule 4. Yeah, they had it in the cruiser.
Okay. Let's save us some hearings.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I'm going to read what the officer said at the time you got this citation, and then you can, if you want to make a statement, you can, you don't have to. The officer said he stopped you for speeding going 69, and that you were going the same direction as him, and he clocked you on radar. He says you did not deny speeding, and you did have valid insurance at the time of the stop. Do you have anything you want to say about that?
Yes, sir. I would say that's partly true. He never pulled me over. We was at a light and he looked over and he said he thought my tent was too dark and he told me to pull over. But he said he called me. He said he clocked me going 69 a couple miles back and he wasn't going to pull me over.
Okay.
But he pulled beside me and seen my tent and that's why he pulled me over. But I had just parked the car and it came with it. So, but I admit that, you know, I probably was 169, and I didn't know my license was suspended.
Okay, well, at least that's, makes more sense, because I get people all the time that know their license is suspended, and they still drive like you did, 69 miles an hour on 52, which is calling the state troopers, knowing that their license is suspended, and then they seem very surprised that when they get pulled over. So at least you say you didn't know your license was suspended.
No, sir, I didn't know.
Here's what we're going to do. I'll have you back. I'm going to have some of the staff here check out. Not that I don't doubt that what you're telling me, but I've had people lie to me in open court before. It's really astonishing, but people do lie in court. So I'm gonna check it out to see if you really are reinstated, and that'll make a difference on what I do. So we'll check it out, see if your license is back to valid, and then I'll have you back up on teleconference, and we'll decide what to do about your case after that. So you'll be recalled in a little while later.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Brandon S. Scragg, case number CRB 21524, TRC 2715. Sean Vance is on deck.
All right, then we're gonna need Mr. Stratton again on this one. So is he at Bethesda?
He's not. So he was the guy that you guys asked me to assess just to get an idea for level of care. So Mr. Scraggs was previously at LCR, and they had told him he could come back. And just to collaborate that, I called their intake team, and they can take him on Tuesday. When I spoke to him on the phone, he said it was his preference to go back there. He, I guess, had a personal situation they were aware of, and it was best for him. He's going to LCR on Tuesday, if he's permitted.
Is he, and that's been represented, that's his request, that's where he wants to go. Is that correct, Mr. Sprague?
Yes.
You want to go to Lawrence County Recovery?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
And
I'd like to.
Okay. And I know that you've had trouble. You assessed him today, didn't you?
I did assess him today. Yeah, I was able to finally get him on the phone this morning.
Okay, great.
And they're able to pick him up, or?
Yes, they said they were going to take him Tuesday. I told David Burney was the person I spoke to. He said just when we're finished here to call him to let him know if he's approved by the courts, and he'll go from there.
All right, did you hear that, Mr. Scragg?
Yes, Your Honor, I did. I really appreciate giving me a chance to go back there. They know my situation, and more I missed work this week since I've been in here. I was, hoping that I could, speak with my job too, so I could maybe have my job on the hold, so I don't have to think about getting a new one while I'm on like blackout there at LCR. But
where do you work?
I work at Malibu Jacks in Ashland, Kentucky.
I think when he's released on Tuesday, they'll allow him to contact his employer, I'm sure.
Yeah, so the thing is, they're not gonna pick you up till Tuesday, you understand that?
I understand that.
Okay, and I assume that's when they'll have bed available for you, or?
Yeah. So we just need to reset it, see how he's doing at.
So I'll do an order releasing Mr. Scragg to Lawrence County Recovery when they can pick him up, and then set a new hearing for him. Let's make it February 5th.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you're available then?
I believe so. Your Honor, February 5th, no, I'm not. If we could do it that Friday, maybe February 9th.
February 9th then. February 9th would be the next one.
Thank you.
Okay, get a good report then, Mr. Scragg.
Okay, Your Honor, I also had a question. I was hoping to, because I didn't know if I was going to be able to get out beforehand. I was hoping to see my girlfriend and kids beforehand, and like get my affairs in order so that I can get all my clothes and stuff from my brother's house back in my car, move back to LCR.
Well,
I was hoping that I could get like released to my mother or my grandmother until this weekend.
the only way you can do that, I set a bond for you at $2,500. So if you can post a bond, then you can get out and go do that. Otherwise, I'll change his bond at the time he's picked up by Lawrence County Recovery on Tuesday to a $2,500 OR bond. And the reason my thinking on that is you've had several times over the years that I've dealt with you when you didn't come to court or didn't do what you're supposed to. So I feel like I need some surety that you're going to do this, or that you go directly to the treatment facility. I don't think I don't think I can trust you to send you out in the community and say, okay, go out in the community for 3 or 4 days and then report. You're not gonna do it.
I'm just gonna get one from Your Honor.
Okay, that's all.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Sean Vance, case number CRA 2421. And Jamie Welch is on deck.
Okay, this was an extradition to Indiana. And they called and asked for an extension of time. So, especially because of the weather conditions, I'm going to grant that. In fact, I'm going to make it I'm going to give them another week. This is on a felony matter in Indiana, so they can be notified. I'm extending their time to pick them up until 1:26 by 8 a.m. It'll be on my docket, which will be Judge Permeen Tanner, and then at 10 a.m. if he hasn't been picked up. So I'm extending the time for Indiana to pick you up, Mr. Vance, by another week due to the adverse weather conditions. That's all.
State of Ohio, State of Ohio versus Jamie Welch, case number CRA 2432. And Victor Mock will be on deck.
I'm not sure it's all going to be or someone else, to be honest.
Someone else. We're on to Jamie Welch now. And you're Jamie Welch?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Welch, it's alleged that there's a warrant for you out of the Boyd County, Kentucky Circuit Court on a probation violation. And they're asking that you be extradited to Kentucky, and the underlying charge was a burglary offense. So you have a right to have an extradition hearing here in this court, to have a lawyer appointed for you if you wish to represent you at the extradition matter, to have bail set, to have a lawyer appointed if you can't afford one. Do you want to have an extradition hearing, or do you want to agree to go to Kentucky?
I'm not sure what I need to do. I think I'm the lawyer.
All right. Please turn the phone off.
Man, you're about to exit.
Sorry.
All right, Mr. Stratton, I'll appoint you to represent Ms. Welch.
Just a Rule 4, Your Honor?
It's an extradition to Kentucky.
I'm sorry?
It's an extradition, out of state. It's
Okay.
Boyd County, Kentucky on a burglary probation charge.
Okay.
Violation of probation on a burglary conviction.
Right.
So,
We can recall that, Your Honor. I will.
all right, so I'll let you take the file, talk with Ms. Welch, and then we'll finalize either bond or how she's going to appear in Kentucky. Your lawyer, I've appointed you a lawyer, Ms. Welch, and he's going to call down and talk to you.
Okay.
I'll have you back on the monitor after you talk to your lawyer.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Victor Mock, case number TRD 23832 A and B, and Garrett Fetters is on deck.
Your Honor, if I may, he is valid. I just wanted to let him know that when he gets on there. He is valid, Your Honor, but he does have a warrant out of the Whitehall Police Department. I believe it is out of the extradition pickup. I just want to make him aware that he does have a warrant out there.
They're not going to pick him up?
They are not. It's
still
outside
out
of it. Yeah, but it will still be out there.
Okay. All right, so Mr. Mock, you are valid now. I don't know if you've heard that, but when in checking this, they found there's another warrant, but in Whitehall, do you know where Whitehall is?
Yes, sir, I believe I owe $35 more on the fine that I had to pay.
Okay. Well, courts can put like a pickup radius on it where they'll only go so far to pick up somebody, so they don't want to come pick you up, but that doesn't, so I'm not going to hold you on that warrant, but it doesn't mean that the warrant's not there. The warrant's still out there, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna go fix that.
Yeah, that's what you should do. Otherwise, you get close enough, then they may say, okay, yeah, we're going to come and get him now, so.
No, I'm just gonna go, this is a fine that I had a certain date to pay, and I didn't have all the funds.
Okay. All right, so we found out that what you told me is true. You are valid now, so that makes a difference to me in how I handle this. And you got some penalty for not showing up because you've been in custody for a little while anyway. It's pretty disruptive. So, anything else you want to tell me about this driving under suspension and safety belt issue?
No, sir.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a $200 fine, and that's more than I would have done if you would have come to court back in the day, last summer. So there has to be some additional penalty. So I'm going to give you a $200 fine, order you to pay the court costs. You've already got some jail time you served, so I'm not imposing any jail time. I'll give you a review hearing date. This is, well, I'm actually going to change it. I'm going to give you a final pay date. So this is the way I'm going to work this. Because you've got a valid license, so you want to keep that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm giving you to April the 23rd to pay this. If you pay it before April 23rd, all's good. If you pay it after that, then you're going to have a problem with the BMV because we'll notify them you didn't pay, and they will have suspended your license by then. So you got to pay it. Yeah, just get it paid before, I'm giving you, a few months to get it paid. And and the other thing, you'll have $200 on the driving under suspension, $30 is a mandatory fine on the seatbelt. So $230 plus one court cost.
Okay.
So you'll get out of jail today.
Okay, yes, sir.
And make your way back to Franklin County.
Okay, yes, sir, I appreciate it, thank you.
And take care of that thing in Whitehall, whatever that is.
Yes, sir.
State of Ohio recalls Garrett C. Fetters, case number CRA 2431.
All right, we need Mr.
Mayor, please.
Steyer. Mr. Steyer's on teleconference.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's on the screen, but he knows what's going on. I spoke to him about the situation. He's agreeable to waive his Rule 4 hearing and would ask me to give him a relatively short time to pick him up. I told him with the weather conditions, I would be surprised if he get him in less than a week, but we'd ask for about a week.
All right, Mr. Fetters, do you agree with what Mr. Steyer said?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to make it 1 week. I'm going to set it for the 26th. Chillicothe should be notified you're available to be picked up. And they've got till January 26th at 8 a.m. I'm putting you on my docket at 10 a.m. that day. So if you're still in the jail, then I'm going to, or it'll actually be Judge Cummings will see you then and decide if Chillicothe made a good faith effort, if they've asked for an extension. I don't know. That'll be up to him whether you get released then or hopefully you'll already be in Chillicothe by then. They should be notified by the jail he's available immediately to be picked up. Is there any kind of bond you could post? If you can post a bond, I'll let you go turn yourself in.
Your Honor, we discussed that there's not a bond he can make, so we're just asking that he be made immediately available.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and set a bond, though, of $1,500. And I'll make it, he's got to post it by noon today since he says he can't post it. There's no reason to delay it. So a waiver will be sent down for you to sign saying you're giving up your right to a hearing about this and agreeing to go to Chillicothe voluntarily.
Yes, sir.
Any questions, sir?
No, sir.
Okay, that's all.
Thank you.
State of
Thank you,
Ohio,
Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Jamie Welch, case number CRA 2432.
And Mr. Stratton is representing Ms. Wells.
Yeah, Your Honor, she will
Had a
waive,
chance to talk.
yes, we spoke, she'll waive extradition to Boyd County.
Okay, they asked for no bond, but I think I have to set a bond under
Yes.
Ohio law. But I'm gonna make it high, it's a pretty serious offense, so
Yes.
I'm gonna make a $30,000 cash or surety bond. Is that a bond you can impose?
No, Your Honor.
No.
I think Boyd County's
I'll
pretty.
give them a week also.
Okay.
Usually they're pretty good about getting here in a few days, so they should be notified she's available for pickup. Set it back on my docket for a pretrial on the 26th at 10 o'clock. They should be notified she's available to be picked up immediately.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Okay, that finishes the hearings we had at the jail, so we're back to some pre-trials here.
State of Ohio versus Kirsten Shipman, case number CRB 23698.
It's Mr. Thompson's case set for pretrial.
May I have your chair?
Yes. State's a good report. And already I can see a remarkable change in you. You look so much better than you did when you were here the first time. Do you recognize that?
Yeah.
Okay. You're
I feel 100 times better.
good. Wonderful. Okay, you're just getting started, but it's a good start. So congratulations on that. And glad you're doing better. So this is a case I would assume we would just want to monitor for a while to make sure she stays on track and, you know, Mr. Healer, I want to get your input as to how the state views this case.
Well, as I recall, she pled guilty on January the 8th, so we agreed to delay sentencing just because we felt that her counseling and treatment needs were so important. So we wanted to continue and complete that and be successful. So what we'd like to do is just delay sentencing further and make sure she continues on and let her know that we need her to be successful, or maybe we'd ask the court to put her in jail if she's not.
Yeah, I don't want to put you in jail because jail is not going to help you. Except it may help your attitude about what you need to do, but it seems like maybe we're on the right course now anyway. Here's the other thing you need to realize. You do have a bond up. And Mr. Sowers is pretty relentless about tracking people down. So if you decide you're going to leave treatment, not come to court, blow things off, I'm okay with negative reinforcement. He's going to come and get you and take you to jail for not appearing. So, but I hope we don't need that. For this to be successful, at some point, it's Kirsten, right? Kirsten?
Yes.
This has to become your project. I mean, I'm okay if you do it for me right now because you're afraid of what I'm going to do for you to get you started. At some point, you got to do it for you and your family and everybody that's impacted by what happens in your life. And that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
So you can make a positive impact on it. It's like spreads out through all your family and the community. We all benefit when you get clean. It helps everybody. And so we're rooting for you, but I'm going to give you some negative consequences too if you don't do it. So right now you're on the right course, but I want you to adopt this as your own. Because at some point I'm not going to be able to oversee you, and then that's when the real test, are you going to do it for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're working on that. We all have work we got to do on ourselves, on our lives, but you are in the right direction, made some major steps. So I want you to continue that and I applaud what you're doing. So we'll see you back on a Monday. Well, let's make it the 12th. February 12th, are you available then, Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
February 12th.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Shanna Darby. Case number CRB 1449 and others.
All right, Mr. Steyer, have you heard anything from Ms. Darby?
I have not. She was, when last week we were in there, I believe she was still at Lone Star Behavioral Health Center in Huntington. I haven't heard from Ms. Darby in a while, and I don't know if the court received any kind of report from Lone Star. I think they provided it in person with her if she's been there in the past.
They've also provided written reports in the past. I've got some.
Well, no, but they brought the written reports physically to the court.
Okay. There's no one here and no one.
No, I don't think so.
So how do you want to proceed?
I would ask for a brief continuance. I'm okay with next week. I don't want Judge Green's up too much and want to do a different day. I understand that.
Well, that was my thinking, but Mr. Hill said sink or swim, just throw him in the pool and see if he can do it.
I don't know why he gets any extra.
I think you handle it myself.
Okay, let's make it next week then. And you'll communicate to.
All right, and I'll attempt to look to contact her at Lone Star and then they're concentrate on it by.
Case is continued at the defendant's request to January 26th for pretrial at 10 o'clock.
And Mr. Hill, you have opposition to sign a continuance injury with a time waiver.
Thank you, Mr. Steyer.
State of Ohio versus Amber Sloan, case number CRB 2415.
And this is also Mr. Stiers' case.
Your Honor, I have received written discovery and most recently have received the video footage. I haven't had a chance to take a look at that yet. I'd like to take a look at that and meet Ms. Sloan and discuss the same with her. So I'm going to ask for continuance on this matter to a date convenient to the court, and we'll hopefully be able to decide at that time when we can wrap this up or set a trial date.
All right, do you have contact information? Ms. Sloan is actually here in court today.
Yeah, I see that she's defense table. No, I have contact information for her.
Okay, I'm looking in February, and the 12th is getting filled, but the other dates are pretty open. Is there a preference?
Are you talking
I have a trial set on the 16th. Otherwise, I'm available throughout February. I ask if there's a date that's better for Ms. Sloan's schedule in terms of Monday or Friday.
Fridays are better.
She says Friday, so I'm going to February 9th, that's Friday. February
I'm
9th.
available throughout, Your Honor.
February 9th will be the next hearing. Does she need to contact you about reviewing the discovery?
She has my cell phone number. She can just shoot me a text. We'll make an appointment to meet up with you. That's what he's doing.
All right, February 9th will be the next hearing, 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Destiny Anderson, case number TRC 231701, A and B.
This is Mr. Roger Smith's case. It's set as a pretrial.
Judge, I filed discovery, it's been received, there's some potential evidentiary issues, but we're not at the point of filing a motion to suppress at this point, but Mr. Hill would like the chance to look at the video and see what I'm talking about, so I have no objection to coming back a couple weeks. Would that be enough time?
Yes.
Okay, he says that'd be enough time. Judge, I'm here any Friday in February and next Friday.
February 2nd then?
I'm here, Judge. Oh, I'm sorry.
February 2nd.
Does that
will be
work?
fine.
That works.
Okay.
It does work, Judge, yes, thank you.
February 2nd will be the next hearing for pretrial at 10 a.m.
State of Ohio versus James C. Lemons, case number CRA 23701.
It's Mr. Smith's case, and it is a preliminary hearing.
So you sign that with the state, but you don't have to pay him, the state will pay. Judge, this is a case that involves a motor vehicle, and it's charges of felony. I believe the state's going to nominate it to the grand jury. There's some issues we could not resolve in this court. It would be dismissed. No, it's the GJ.
Yeah. You're waiving.
Do you have a bond up?
No, not just a war bond.
It's got no war bond.
So, Your Honor, we're going to take this to the grand jury, and we'll nollate it.
Okay. Case will be nollied to the grand jury.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
You're good, yeah.
State of Ohio versus Timothy A. Keating, case number CRA 23300.
Yeah.
This is Mr. Smith's case.
It is, Judge. There was a call this morning. I can't believe somebody in the clerk's office told me he couldn't get transportation here. He couldn't get transportation. How's he doing?
He's doing phenomenal.
Here through the grapevine, he's doing phenomenal, Judge, but
Okay.
unfortunately couldn't get here down, I'm assuming because of the weather.
Your Honor, I provided a letter for the court.
This is a QRT. Okay.
He is with QRT also. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Based on that, let's go out at least 2 months.
That'd be fine, Judge. You tell me and I'll put it on my calendar.
March 15th, the Ides of March.
Yes, I'm available.
March 15th at 10 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Malachi McComas, case number CRB 2361.
Mr. Smith's case, set for pretrial. 2361.
Your Honor, that case is several years old, and we're not able to obtain a witness or any other evidence, so we have no choice but to nominate the charge.
Case will be nominated.
Thank you, Judge. It's dismissed. Yes. It's okay, sir.
State of Ohio versus Walter Pennell, case number CRB 2423.
This is Mr. Smith's case.
It is, Judge. I've had some preliminary discussions with Mr. Hill this morning. I did receive a DVD in my folder when I got to court here. I'm going to look at that. I spoke with Mr. Pennell this morning. We would like time to review that video, and we will waive time if we come back any Friday in February. I'm available.
Okay. How about the 16th?
That's one of the days I'm here. Yes, sir.
All right. We continue to February 16th for another pre-trial at 10 o'clock.
Write your phone number down there.
State of Ohio versus Cody S. Richardson, case number TRD 231750, A, B, and C. Cody Richardson.
Judge, he called, he is stuck on the ridge or in a hall or something like that. We've got this potentially resolved with the plea, but he needs to be here for that. So if we could come back as early as next week's for plea, next Friday or whatever's good for the court.
Again, that will
That's
Judge Cremines, which
it's for plea. It's for plea. If he can't handle that, maybe he no.
Who is this?
Cody Richardson.
Oh, yeah.
He's fine. Or if you want to go out for a judge,
No, I'm fine with that.
It should be resolved.
All right, 126, 24 for a pre-trial, but probably will be a plea.
Yes, yes.
What started out as a pretty light docket is going up.
I don't put too much on him, but you're right, maybe sink or swim. Maybe it's.
You might quit. You might say, no.
Well, I didn't think about that.
State of Ohio versus Cornelia G. Montgomery, case number CRB 23445, A and B. That's Mr. Tyler Smith.
Set for a pre-trial. Yes.
Robinson.
And she's with QRT.
Yes, Your Honor, she's compliant with QRT.
Is it time to resolve this, Mr. Heald, or how do you want to proceed?
Your Honor, we charged this 445A as a misdemeanor, but it's really a felony. But we decided there's no reason to amend it if she's staying in treatment. If it's determined that she's reached a level of recovery that she doesn't need the services anymore, then maybe it's time to wrap it up. I don't know what the feeling is of the counseling agency. We don't want her to
Haven't heard anybody say that, so.
Well, then we want her to continue, and we're happy that she's making progress. Hopefully it's been a good experience for her.
I'm not in favor of her completing treatment.
Okay. We'll keep going then. Is she still considered inpatient, or what's the status?
She's in residential still, yeah.
Any prognostication about when she's going to finish up? Or?
At this time, she's just moving a little slower than usual, but it's been a work in progress.
Okay. I'm thinking maybe April, when I come back in April, see where we are.
She may complete by then.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean she has to stay inpatient till April, but
No.
we'll just have her not come back and report. Of course, if there's a problem between now and then, that can be brought to the court's attention. But it seems like things are going well. How about the 8th of April, Mr.
That's fine, Your Honor.
April 8th will be the next hearing for pre-trial. Okay. Good job, man. Keep it up.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Christopher J. Blevins, case number CRB 2286, CRC 21595A and B, CRA 21162, CRB 21165, and CRB 19439A and B.
Mr. Stratton, please. We have been Southern Hope.
Okay. Your Honor, we've been at this for a very long time, and I think it might be time to finish up what we've been doing.
Do we have a report?
I do not. I thought Southern Hope would give us a report. They have not. No, Southern Ohio. It says Southern Hope. Southern Ohio.
Well, the last report I have is actually Southern Hope.
Southern Hope, yeah.
Can we get a report?
That's my question.
Huh?
There's nobody here from Southern Hope today.
Yeah, there's nobody here today.
Since we don't have a report, I would like Mr. Blevins to do a hearing screen.
Yes, Your Honor. I believe it'll be just fine.
Have him do that.
Okay.
Come out.
Hey.
State of Ohio versus Stephen Fletcher, case number CRB 23705.
Your Honor, we don't have a resolution of this matter. I understand the prosecutor is seeking a video in this case, and he does not have that video yet. Am I correct in that? You've seen the video, but you haven't got a copy of it.
Yeah, the video is all over the internet. We will get a copy that's suitable for use in the court. And have you filed discovery?
I believe I have. If not, I'll I'll double check, but
Looks like there was, because I see there's a
yeah.
response to discovery in the file, so I'm
Yeah.
assuming that means it was, and
So-
there was a motion to preserve evidence.
Yeah, so Your Honor, if we'll set this for another pretrial, the state is, they gave an offer today, but I thought it was a little extreme. 6 months in jail, we don't agree with that, so.
Is there, this video, have you been furnished that, or is that something that's?
I don't have a copy of the video from the state.
Okay.
There's sort of clips of it online, it's sort of, but I don't have what the state would be considered the state's video on this matter.
All right, so that should be able to be furnished.
Yeah, I think we do have that. This is a situation where somehow the video got into the public and ended up on the internet and has had multiple millions of views. So we should be able to get a copy of it. And I'm told that the sheriff's office has just sent that to us.
All right, sometime the 1st of February, but not the 12th. That's a pretty busy docket already.
After the 12th, okay. Maybe the 16th, Your Honor?
Is that agreeable?
What day?
16th?
Yes, that's fine.
February 16 will be the next hearing for pretrial, 10 o'clock.
February 16th. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Harold Maynard, case number CRB 23773, A and B.
Where you at? You're at outpatient. Where at?
Mr. Maynard is at Bethesda.
He is your honor. He's
okay,
out.
okay.
Compliant and passed all drug screens.
Your Honor, if you remember, this is the case where they recommended inpatient, but we thought we'd give him a chance on outpatient.
And also, I remember 14 beers. That's the part I remember.
Yeah. So it looks like he's doing what he needs to do, so we'll just continue with that.
Looks like things are better. Yeah. So that's good. That's what we want to see, progress. So I'll allow him to remain outpatient and come back in another month.
Yes.
The 16th.
Yeah, that's fine, Your Honor.
February 16th will be the next hearing.
February 16th? All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Charles Martin II, case number CRB 23484, A and B.
Mr. Morford's case set for pretrial.
I'll let Bobby explain to you what his situation is. Your Honor, Mr. Martin couldn't make it due to the weather. I provided the court with a letter. He's doing great. He's completed his anger management and getting ready to complete the service completely.
Asking for a continuance?
Yes, Your Honor, please.
Do you have a preference as to a date?
I don't. Whatever's best with your calendar, Your Honor.
February 9th?
That works.
February 9th at defendant's request.
We'll wait time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Johnny L. Maynard, case number TRC 13976, A, B, and C.
Northwood's case, pre-trial, I'm reading. Fines have been paid.
Did you? Yeah. Okay.
It looks like community service has been done too. Fines, and there was restitution, so a big part of this was restitution.
He says he paid over $1,000, Your Honor.
Yeah, I paid it a couple days ago.
Yeah, it's been paid. Okay, it looks to me, the obligations have been taken care of. State satisfied?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the matter is concluded. Okay, no further hearings.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'll mark it completed.
State of Ohio versus Stephen Stanley, case number CRB 23148. And others. CRD 22184A and B, CRD 193337A and B.
He's one of our clients that's snowed in currently in the treatment. He is compliant, doing very well though.
Okay. It's a good report. Sounds like there's still stuff he's working on there.
Definitely.
Continue to the 16th. February 16th.
That's fine, Judge.
February 16 will be the next hearing, pre-trial, 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Butch.
State of Ohio recalls Christopher J. Levens, case number CRB 2286 and others.
Okay, it's appropriate screen.
Yeah.
Is Mr. Glavin still attending Southern Hills?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Is he still attending?
Yes.
He has left Southern Hope.
What's the story on that?
Good.
Between the 20th and the 28th,
I was told that lab results came back with methamphetamine in my system. When they told me that, they said I was gonna have to quit my job. Well, I had also been attending OVP at the same time for my sublocade shop and taking weekly observed screens. And it occurred to me to check the lab results there. I knew I hadn't did it. So I went over and got my lab results, and there's nothing in it in that time frame. And they wanted me to quit this job I have, and I love my job. I work in behavioral health in a residential facility, taking care of people with mental handicaps, and I've never made this much money. And
Where are you working?
Savita Behavioral Health.
Where's that located?
It's in Huntington. It used to be called Rescue,
Okay.
but Savita is a nationwide company that bought all the houses. And I have no desire to use drugs or alcohol. I came here after that overdose. I have zero desire to use.
So where are you living now?
Right now, I'm staying at my sister's, but when I obtain my W-2 next week, I'm looking for an apartment.
He does have his OVP drug screens here from the 20th. It does show negative for everything except the...
Well, why don't we just switch you, because you're doing outpatient in Southern Hope. Why don't we just switch you to OVP for outpatient?
Okay.
I'm attending there too.
Well, he is going to OVP.
Yeah, I've been going there the whole time too.
But you're going there not for substance use, right? You're going there for, or are you going there for
After I had that overdose, I took myself to OVP, and I get sublocade shots there, and I attend there once a week in the screen.
Well, I just need reports I don't have any reports from OVP, so I need reports from OVP.
I'll make sure you have those.
Yeah, this is not a report. This is
Which OVP are you attending?
20th Street.
Okay, I wasn't aware that you were still going there, so Your Honor, I'll start putting in reports for him as well.
Okay. Why don't we come back in 2 weeks then and get with the report, February 2nd, are you available?
the second, yes, Your Honor, second's fine.
February 2nd with a report from OVP outpatient.
Thank you.
His screen today, Brianna, was good, showing buprenorphine is the only thing tested for.
You're good.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Nathan C. Beaver, case number CRA 21257. Mr. Steyer's case.
This is Mr. Steyer's case, Nathan Beaver.
Your Honor, Mr. Beaver, Mr. Beaver is on the video call as well.
Okay.
This matter is one that we have, it's a F5 possession. We have Mr. Beaver he's going to be getting a substance abuse assessment. He's had some difficulty scheduling that. And raising concern, he has children, he's raising concern about possibly inpatient treatment. I know the court's general policy is to follow the provider's recommendation, because there is some room to try outpatient services first in a situation where somebody has children. Mr. Beaver also takes care of his elderly father. So at this point, he still needs to get the assessment, however.
Well, it's been 2 weeks.
I recognize that he had some difficulty scheduling it. He said he didn't receive a return call. He said he attempted to call a few times and just didn't get through to anybody. So I'd like to ask for one more shot at getting an assessment schedule and keep it the lower court.
opposed to that. My notes indicated that he was going to go to hometown and Gallup Police.
That's good.
Your Honor,
Yeah.
if I may, there was some confusion about this case. He was assessed by hometown while he was still in the Lawrence County Jail, and they determined that he did need treatment. However, they didn't accept his insurance. So then they asked OVP to call down and get an assessment, and then he wound up being released from jail. So we were all kind of confused about what was going on. So we did speak with Mr. Beaver and told him that he needed to get the assessment, and the only inpatient treatment that would have taken his insurance was OVP. But then we never really heard anything else about it.
Okay, so he needs to be referred formally to OEP then, I guess, at this point.
Yeah, we talked to Major, Bree and I talked to Major about it, and we called him, and he said that he didn't need treatment. That's what he told Bree and I. So we're unsure what to do. What do you
Did you hear that, Mr. Steyer?
I didn't quite understand what was said, Your Honor.
This is the representative from Hometown Recovery, and she said that, I guess in a follow-up, was this after he was released from jail? or-
Yes, Bree and I spoke with him on the phone, and he stated that he was clean and he knew he did not need treatment.
No,
So,
Well, Your Honor, I think a formal assessment would be appropriate.
is he willing to do it?
Well, I'll ask you that, I'll ask that question now. Are you willing to undertake an assessment?
yes, 100%.
Okay.
But
Do we know who he needs to speak to get that scheduled?
Hometown cannot accept what he has as.
Yeah, he has Medicaid and Medicare, and Bree was the only one that was willing to take him.
Okay, so you'd have to do that with OVP, and that would be, I guess, could he do that at the Proctorville location? That'd be the closest to him.
Yes, that would be fine.
Okay, Mr. Beaver, can you get to Proctorville for an assessment?
Not right now, today, kind of stuck.
Well, I understand that, not today, but I mean, let's say in the next week or so, can you get there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you're in Patriot?
Yes, sir.
Or the people there called Patriot?
That's right.
Patriot?
Yes.
Okay, so you're what, 25 miles from Proctorville maybe?
At least, probably 25 to 30.
Okay. Well, that's the closest facility I think that we've got that we can get you to. I don't want to set you up for failure. Do you have transportation to get there?
Yes, sir.
Does that happen to be closer to Gallup Bliss?
Yes.
Yes. Do you have a facility in
Because
there?
we also have an outpatient office in Gallup Bliss, if that would be easier.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yes.
That would be fantastic.
Do you know what the address is, Bree?
I do not. I can get it really quick though. Hold on 1 second.
Is that fairly new?
So,
The Gallup Bliss address, is that new?
Yeah, it is 936 Ohio 160. And that's in Gallup Bliss, Ohio.
So that's out toward the hospital, right?
Yes.
Okay.
does he need to make an appointment, or can he drop in and set up the assessment?
He can just go in and set up the assessment, but Luke, if you want to send me his phone number, I can reach out to him and help him with that.
That's what I'll do.
Okay, thank you.
And you have her contact information, Mr. Steyer?
I do.
Okay.
That's Mr. Bennett, correct?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I got her information.
Let's come back, on the 16th.
You're all right with jury trial on the 16th?
Okay. Well, let's make it the 9th.
The alarm's fine here that day.
February 9th. So, Mr. Beaver, you need to get on this right away. Next week, I want you to get in there and get this done.
Yes, sir.
Because here's the other option. I mean, you're charged with the felony, and they could just take it on to the grand jury if it looks like you're not going to cooperate to get this done. They can take it to the grand jury. You'll be dealing with another court. It'll be out of my hands then.
Yes, sir. I'll get it done.
Okay, your next hearing is February 9th, 10 o'clock at the court in Chesapeake.
Mr. Steyer, do you waive time?
Yes, if you have my permission to sign to indicate that on the top waiver.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Roger King Jr., case number CRA 23143.
This is also Mr. Steyer's case for preliminary hearing. He's at OVP.
Your Honor, my last report for Roger showed that he was compliant with our outpatient treatment in Huntington.
Okay, thank you. That was Mr. Mint speaking.
And he's given me a report from yesterday. Indicates that.
This one's been going since about April of last year. I'm not certain. Looking at it,
But he hasn't been at OVP that long.
no, I don't believe so. We've been at OVP since September, so we're about 4 months in. So I guess you asked the court and the state what their position on continuing on at this point is in terms of when to come back.
Mr. Hill.
Well, we're pleased that he's making progress, and if the court felt that we could move it out a little bit farther than we have in the last few times, we wouldn't oppose that.
Okay. We'll go 2 months instead of 1 month.
Okay.
March 15th?
March 15th is available.
Okay. Good report, Mr. King.
Thank you, guys.
Your next hearing is March 15th.
You waive time, Luke.
Yes, if you can educate that on the integrator.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you, Mr. King, for doing well.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus William Smith Jr., case number CRA 23327, A and D. William Smith.
This is Mr. Steyer's case, preliminary hearing today.
William Mitchell Smith is with the bad
He is.
He's another snow in. Can I approach him?
Yes. It's a good report. Looks like there's several things that he's still working on.
Yes, and it recently popped up. I guess he, from back in addiction, had no failure to appear in Wayne County, West Virginia, and I don't know if they're going to be as accommodating as the courts in Lawrence County about him being in treatment. Taylor and I are working on it, but I don't know what the outcome of that's going to be.
Okay. Has he appeared yet?
Not yet. This all happened this week with the snow and everything. We're going to take him down next week, and hopefully it's a book release, but I'm not really sure.
Well, they have a new judge. Jim Young is one of the circuit court judges. I'm not sure who the other judge is now, so.
It's Jason Fry, Your Honor.
Okay.
Used to be in the prosecutor's office.
Continued to the 16th of February.
16th February, I have a jury trial.
Okay, the 23rd.
So, 23rd is fine, Your Honor.
You waive
And
time.
I would just ask, Jeremy, if you could kind of keep me updated on what's going on in Wayne County, case having an impact on where we land here.
Yeah, absolutely, Luke. I'll let you know.
Next hearing, February 23rd.
Thank you.
Waive time, Luke.
Thank you.
You waive time.
And if we waive time, and Mr. Hill has my permission to indicate that on the entry.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Adeline Timpert, case number TRC 231043A and B. Your Honor, Mr. Torres is making a motion that Mr. Smith indicates absent.
Okay. This is Tyler Smith's case. It's on the docket as a motion, but I understand there's been an agreement reached.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there a potential suspended license of reckless? You can suspend it. Because if the court issues a suspension, it supersedes the ALS.
May we approach, Ron?
Yes.
You can do a suspended license on reckless, correct? I'm not sure. I don't want to do a suspended license suspension.
Did she say the suspension?
Well, I think it was state member, so she could come for, it's a refusal.
So she would have had her suspension when she refused.
Yes, that's a year. But if we did a 6-month suspension, it was ordered by the court, it would supersede the administrative suspension, if there is such a thing. And I know,
Because if I took that many sample attempts, and if he did it right, we wouldn't be here. Because he didn't calibrate. So I know the law.
It doesn't matter, we're going to terminate the ALS and then do a public safety suspension.
Your Honor, based on pretrial negotiations, I think the state is going to amend the charge to a reckless operation, which my client will, at that point, enter a plea, change her plea to guilty to the reckless operation. And I believe also that the ALS suspension will be terminated, and then we'd ask the court to enter a public safety suspension. I believe it's 6 months. She was suspended originally on July 31st of last year, and then there was a stay sometime in November. I don't have the exact date when we were here in November that it was stayed.
12 or 13.
Do you want to just make it a 3-month suspension from the court?
That would
be okay.
That'd be, make it cleaner that way, so. So 9-day suspension, I guess, with some driving privileges.
All right, Ms. Temper, do you agree with what your attorney has stated in the court?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any statement you wish to make?
No, thank you.
All right, I'll allow the amendment to reckless operation. I'll impose a $150 fine. Court costs. 90-day license suspension. And it'll start today. And I'll give her driving privileges. With maintenance of insurance for school, employment, sports activities. Anything else?
Doctor's appointments.
All right, doctor's appointments. So it sounds like you got everything covered except if you're out really late at night, that you're gonna have a hard time explaining how one of these things covers it. Unless your guests are coming back from a game or something. The best thing is don't get pulled over, obey all the traffic laws, and don't get into any more.
Well, I've never gotten pulled over until I got here back
Okay.
in the summer, so it shouldn't be an issue.
Okay. I'll set this, I'm not gonna put her on probation then. I'll make it a final pay date. Can you pay everything by April 23rd?
I can pay it today.
Okay. April 23rd, final pay date. As long as you pay it before then, there's no problem. After that, it'll be a suspension.
Thank you.
So she'll just need to go to the clerk's office.
Brenda, there was a Mark Lane's violation, is that?
With Mr. Hill,
Dismiss it.
We can dismiss that, yeah.
dismissed. See the clerk.
Thank you.
Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Emily A. Smith, case number CRB 23627.
Your Honor, I think Ms. Smith is on Zoom, actually.
Emily Smith on the teleconference.
Okay.
She wants his iPhone.
Okay. She's at Bethesda, Your Honor, but,
There's been some issues recently. I had a report for her, but some stuff changed yesterday, just some issues like lashing out at other clients and staff.
Is that her on the telecom?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Can you hear me, Ms. Smith?
I think, did Taylor reach out to you last night?
She sent me a text, yes.
Yeah.
So, I've had not good reports, Ms. Smith, about your behavior. What do you say?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I can't hear very well.
I said I've had some reports that you're not behaving yourself very well at Bethesda.
Your Honor, I've been 60 days clean. I'm just trying to get regulated on my medication. I realize I made some mistakes, but I'm trying to move forward from that and do better.
Okay, is Bethesda willing to keep her?
Yeah, we're willing to work with her, but it's, I guess for lack of a better words, we're getting at the end of the road with behavioral issues, and especially with what happened last night, like we just can't. If that continues, we can't keep on, but yeah, we're willing to continue working with her.
Did you hear that, Ms. Smith?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you think you can do this now?
Yes, I think I can.
Okay. When you feel an outburst coming on, why don't you go someplace quiet and count to 10 first? Before you let it rip. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, I want you to do well. You're in a good place that can help you. And part of this is adjusting to your circumstances and making it work. So let's do that.
Yes, sir.
And when was you're not available? Some dates coming up.
Yes, yeah, I'm not available next week.
Well, I was going to go maybe 2 weeks out.
Okay.
So that's the 2nd or 5th. I thought one of those dates you were not available.
The 5th is bad, but the 2nd is
The 2nd's okay?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to see you in 2 weeks, and hopefully we get a good report then. Okay?
Yes.
All right. 2 weeks, bring me a good report.
Sean.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Charles Booth, case number CRA 23-145, CRC 144350, CRD 144393, A and B.
Mr. Morford's case.
Your Honor, Mr. Booth completed with us. I'm not sure, he's not in our program anymore, so I don't know if he just couldn't make it because of the weather.
Have you heard anything, Mr. Morford?
I had not, Judge.
I saw him yesterday at Walmart.
No.
He didn't say anything about court.
We have his contact information, we can reach out to him.
Okay, he's got 7 days to get in before a warrant will issue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Randy Felix, case number CRB 23-641.
Mr. Smith's case, it was on the docket for trial, but there's been an agreement.
It is, Judge. This is the one that Mr. Hill and I met with you in chambers about. I believe the state's going to make a proposed amendment to the charge as it stands.
In anticipation of a plea to the amended charge, we would move to amend the charge to an assault as opposed to domestic violence.
And the statute number for that is 290313.
Yes, 290313. And for the record, Judge, this is his wife who's the victim. She's,
And I understand she was requesting the state to either dismiss or reduce the charge.
repeatedly, Your Honor. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
They both have good jobs at Alcon. I've been informed that this is not going to happen again, and she feels comfortable this is a one-time situation that will not happen again. Is that correct?
I'm just reading the affidavit.
Yes, sir.
So how do we know this isn't going to happen again? That's what I'm afraid of.
I would defer to my client. He did go for the settlement. She seems to be sad, so I don't put words in her mouth. What leads you to believe this is not going to happen again? You need to tell me, Judge.
Well, I've known him for several years, and this is the only time that that's ever happened. And it hasn't happened since. And the only thing that fueled it was alcohol use. He's never drank before, and he was a totally different person that night, and he hasn't drank since.
Okay. You were not consuming alcohol?
I was.
Okay.
Yeah, I was under the influence as well.
Do you have health insurance?
Yes.
Both of you did? Through employment? Do you have children?
No.
Mr. Hill, do you have any input on this?
Well, yes, Your Honor. We put in a great amount of consideration into this, and one of the things that we did not do at the outset was charge the felony charge of disrupting public services, which we could have done, and we could take these cases to the grand jury. However, we're also aware that this young lady is adamantly opposed to that and doesn't want to cooperate, and we're willing to resolve it here with the proposed amendment. The alternative is to take it to the grand jury and seek an indictment on both this charge and the disrupting charge. But we are satisfied to resolve it here with a plea to the assault, and our proposal would be 30 days in jail suspended and probation.
I see that he did go to Mahajan for some sort of assessment.
He did. He went. It was. I think it's called a mental health, but there was anger management involved. Is that correct? Yes.
Did they recommend treatment? No. So I don't know about that.
I'm reviewing it now.
Yeah, there should be a copy in the file.
They didn't recommend any treatment. Okay, anything else for a sentence?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
There was a report that there was she received a busted lip, I believe.
Yes.
So I'm going to impose a $300 fine, order the court costs be paid. 30 days in jail, which I'll suspend on the condition there's no further incidents like this. He completed the assessment with Mahajanite. That had been talked about, I think, when bond was first set up.
Yes, it was.
I'll set 2 years of level 5 probation. Review hearing will be July. I'm not sure what the date. 19th. July 19th. July 19th at 9 a.m. He's to see Mr. Major about probation. And he's free to go.
Thank you, Judge.
You are.
State of Ohio versus Gidget M. Timberman, case number CRB 23-755. Gidget Timberman.
She called the clerk's office, Judge. She is in Wheelersburg. She is stuck. She's got a child who's home from school, has to take care of. This is on the sentencing docket. It's a Walmart case, and it's my recollection she, Chester Buchenor, we're supposed to get a copy prescription. We delayed sentencing.
Right.
I would ask we delay it another week or two to allow her to be here and bring that proof.
Okay. Loaded on the active judge, January 26th.
I'm here.
Sentencing.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
I'll let her know.
State of Ohio versus William Hall Jr., case number CRB 23229, CRB 23204. William Hall Jr.
I've got this is Tyler Smith's case. Set for sentencing.
It's like they're in a cocktail party.
William Hall Jr.
Is he not on? I'm not so sure where he's treating.
I think this is the fellow, is he still incarcerated? And he sent something in saying he wanted cases tried.
No William Hall.
Is that different William Hall?
This one's junior. I don't know if that.
Yeah, they're both junior. See if they get the same date of birth.
Pled to charge, delay sentencing, anger management, if successful, suspend 30 days.
Same date of birth.
Yes. Your Honor, our notes here that were that he was going to seek anger management counseling at RRS. And that he pled guilty. There's 2 pending charges. He pled guilty on November the 17th, according to the notes here.
Yes. And he has a bond up. Yeah, it was posted in November, so he must, I think earlier he had been incarcerated. I had something indicating in May he was incarcerated in the state of Ohio. But he must have been out since then. He's posted a bond with Mr. Sowers. So I'll notify Mr. Sowers he failed to appear.
Okay.
Set February 16th for bond forfeiture.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, Mr. Hall did not meet requirements for services.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well,
State of Ohio versus Buddy L. Hardy, case number TRC 23532, A, B, C, and D, CRB 23287, CRB 22600, TRC 1870, and CRA 1864. Buddy Hardy.
all right.
I'm looking at screen, I think.
You are?
And, I'm here as well, Your Honor.
Mr. Stiers, the attorney, he's also appearing by teleconference, so.
Your Honor, we're here on sentencing on this matter. We have been delayed a few times because Mr. Hardy had a surgery and had an open wound that's been, maybe would be a threat for he to go into, the jail. What is your status now, Mr. Hardy?
It's closed up pretty good, and I'll have to go see a specialist now, where he told me it's a little old, so as long as they got me some Band-Aids and stuff like that, I'll be all right.
Okay, let's continue for another sentencing hearing then. I'm assuming both of you are not here today because of weather.
Right.
Correct.
February 9th,
November, Your Honor.
sentencing will be continued to February the 9th for the sentencing hearing.
Yeah, that sounds good to us too. What time, 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock, February 9th.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You are.
Thank you, Mr. Starr.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Kenneth Roberts, case number CRB 23142.
This is Mr. Stratton's case.
He's doing well in inpatient.
It's a very good report. Good job.
Thank you.
Your Honor, Mr. Roberts had a question for the court.
Go ahead.
I think I've completed like almost 60 days. I was wondering if there's any way I could do the outpatient treatment with hometown.
What's being recommended?
I have no, you talking?
Master her.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he would have to complete the residential, and then we would recommend the outpatient, but I'll check on the dates on that.
Okay, well, tonight, now, there's no recommendation for that, so we'll continue on. Look at it at the next hearing.
Okay.
February 16th?
Yes. February 16th.
State of Ohio versus John Riggs, case number CRB 23528. John Riggs.
All right, Mr. Riggs is at OBT.
Yeah, yes, sir, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can. I can hear you. It's my understanding you're getting some sort of IV antibiotics while you're there?
Yeah, I was, I had a PICC line in until yesterday, they pulled my PICC line off. And if you remember, I was on pretrial drug testing over in Grant County on parole. Well, the court was never able to get hold of my call, but I have a good number now, so where they can contact, the lady over pretrial or whatever. She's helping me get into I'm trying to get inpatient in the Rainy East Regroup facility over in Kentucky. And Bree's, I think Bree, I don't know if she's not on here, but she was supposed to have a report for me.
Yes, I'm on here, Your Honor. Mr. Riggs has been compliant with OVP. He did have some issues in the beginning, but he was able to restart the program, and he's done well ever since. He kind of worked through all that with his counselor and has been progressing well. We did run into an issue this week. His insurance is no longer willing for him to pay to be OVP as he has Kentucky insurance. So we are planning on sending him on to the recruit program as soon as we can.
And I told the pretrial lady in Kentucky about it, and she told me if y'all had any questions, just give you the number, and she would be there at 2 o'clock. But she reached out to the place and tried to help me because I want to continue my treatment because I have no case over Kentucky next month.
Is your parole officer in Kentucky, but last name of Phillips?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
606-547-8735?
I understand. No, I've got a good number now.
Okay, do you have that number?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Area code 502-665-0787. And that's Shane, she's the pretrial court clerk that works right beside, has the office right beside Officer Phillips, and she's there right now if you want.
Okay, well, let's go over that again, because that doesn't, 502 is the area code?
Yes, sir.
What's the next 3 numbers?
665.
665, okay. 0787.
Yes, sir.
What's her name?
Her name's Shannon Simpson. I've been calling every week from here because, of course, I was on pretrial drug screening and they had, I've been in constant contact because they want to know what my next step. Once I leave here, I got to report straight to my PO, or I go to another facility and continue, being compliant and stuff like that.
So how does OVP have a plan on how to get him into this other program?
Yeah, my caseworker last night called and they got a bed letter from him, but they're waiting to see what. If you say it's okay, they're going to call and do a pre-authorization for my insurance. But we're just kind of waiting to see if it's all right with you to continue going there. It's a long-term facility. And I'm just, as soon as I get out of court, I'm supposed to call them and let them know, and they're going to try to get my insurance. Because where I've been, I don't know how it works, but they said passport, the insurance I have is the best insurance to be able to get in the inpatient, so.
Okay, well, here's
And Your Honor, we do have the acceptance letter from the Rainy East Regroup program.
How are we going to get him there?
Well, we plan on transporting him as soon as we can.
Okay, so OVP will transport him?
Yes, and the letter did indicate that he had to come straight from OVP to there.
Okay, I'll enter an order that OVP can transport Mr. Riggs to the Rainy East step?
regroup, yes.
Regroup program, and is that national?
Yes. It's a long-term, they do inpatient and outpatient, and our kids, and they do family counseling, it's supposed to be, really good, but my products are the ones that recommended it.
Okay, and I'm gonna have Mr. Major call and confirm with them, but as of now, I'll enter that order. I'll set your next hearing for February the 16th. So if you're inpatient there and they'll can accommodate it, I would think they can, you can appear by teleconference.
Okay, all right, sounds good, thank you.
The number that's in blue ink on the top sheet is the one he needs to call. Okay, good luck to you, Mr. Riggs.
All right, thank you, Judge Capper, I really appreciate it.
State of Ohio versus Brittany. State of Ohio versus Brittany L. Smith, case number TRD 22-673, A and B.
Your Honor, she's another snow in. As you can see from the report, there's some minor stuff she needs to work on, but overall doing pretty well.
Okay. February 16th then, Mr. Warford, for the next hearing?
Fine, Judge.
Be a sentencing.
Judge, with respect to Shayna Bartram, is Mr. Haskamp scheduled to appear via Zoom?
I already took care of it.
Okay, so thank you, Your Honor.
We continue that to another date, where I don't recall what the date was, the clerk should have it.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure it's been taken care of.
He was on teleconference, we took him first this morning.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It's next Friday.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
State of Ohio versus Elijah Roberts, case number TRC 23-1772, A, B, and C.
All right, this is set for a motion hearing today. Mr. Eaches is here. As is Mr. Roberts, the state ready to proceed?
If our trooper is here, then we are.
Yes.
How you doing? Good, how are you?
Okay, ready to proceed then, Mr. Gill?
Yes, Your Honor.
You raise your right hand. Do you swear the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? I do.
Your Honor, I'd stipulate to this officer being a qualified peace officer for the date of this incident, if it helps.
All right, thank you. Forgive me.
Thank you, Your Honor. You just messed up my questions.
You can skip over about 10 of them.
Trooper, state your name. And you are employed by the Ohio Highway Patrol out of the Post 44, Ironton Post. Were you on duty on November 21st, 2023 at 8:56 in the evening, and at that time, did you have contact with Elijah Roberts?
Yes.
Were you dispatched to a location where Mr. Roberts was already present?
Yes.
What was the reason for the dispatch?
There was a single vehicle crash.
Where did it take place?
Counter at 66.
Did you have personal contact there with Mr. Roberts?
Yes.
Face-to-face contact?
Yes.
Do you recognize him in the courtroom today, and if so, can you point him out, please?
Yes, he's at the defense table.
So this County Road 66 is in Windsor Township, is that right?
I believe so, yes.
Now, when you arrived there on the scene, what did you see originally, and did you make contact with him immediately, or what happened?
No, I walked up to the vehicle to assess the vehicle, talked to the members of the fire department for a minute, and then I made contact with the defendant while he was in the back of the squad car, EMS.
Okay.
Did you have a body camera
Yes.
on at that time? Was it working?
Yes.
did you preserve the video and provide it for use today?
Yes. It's my traffic vest.
Now, so at that point, did you make contact with Mr. Roberts?
Yes.
And where is he then when you first contacted him?
In the back of the EMS squad car.
Was he receiving medical treatment?
Yes.
Now, at that time, when you first encountered him, did you notice any physical indications that he might be impaired by alcohol?
Strong odor of alcoholic beverage coming from the back of the EMS squad car. And then, if he continued playing this, I asked him a question about alcohol, about drinking, and he began to cry and stated he had too much to be driving.
What happened, buddy? You don't remember or what? Anyone sell your car? Anyone sell your car? Yeah. Paris, Morehouse, and Nashville. Yeah, license plate is in the van. City grab. Where you come from, man?
Is that where you started to cry?
Yes.
Where you come from? How much were you drinking? I smell from here, so. Walk out. See your girlfriend's here, why don't she come pick you up? Oh, it's not your fault, it's not on you, it's not on you. What do you guys think?
Caddo Huntington Hospital after that?
Yes.
Now, when I started the video, this last section, and by the way, is that an accurate, fair representation of what you witnessed except for the obscurity to
Yes.
I started the clock and it said 21, 24, 24 on the time up in the upper right-hand corner. And at this point, as it stopped, it says 20, 21, 26, 50. So you say you spoke to him for about 2.5 minutes?
Approximately, yes.
During that time, did the EMS people appear to be in a rush to get him out of there?
I'm going to object, Your Honor. I think that calls for speculation without maybe some more of a detailed foundation. If he has an opinion to answer that question, what it would be based upon.
Yeah, let's explore that a little more.
Were they still administering to him at the time when you were talking to him as far as medical treatment?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, so after, that was you that closed the doors to the back of the van?
Yes.
After that, okay, so at this point, is that your patrol vehicle that you showed up in?
Yes.
And is it, just to its right, is the ambulance, correct?
Yes.
Did they rush out of there as soon as you closed the door?
No.
Did you ever say to anybody, don't leave yet, I need to talk to this guy?
No.
So I would like for you to know what the time was right here. And state that for me.
21, 26, 50.
Now, what does the clock say now?
21, 28:05.
So that would be about 1 minute and 15 seconds that elapsed after you left the EMS vehicle and then you were attending things in your car,
Yes.
right? And what were you doing there at your patrol vehicle after you left?
Give a dispatch his OL, his license, and then get the camera ready for pictures.
Have you ordered anybody at the EMS that says, don't leave, don't take him yet because I'm not done with him?
No.
Now, at this point in time, your body camera is pointing forward from your patrol vehicle, you're next to it. That yellow and white glare on the right, is that a light from the EMS vehicle?
It is.
So was the EMS vehicle still there?
Yes.
A minute and 15 seconds after you
Yes.
left it? So do you remember if the EMS vehicle started to back up and leave as you were walking away from your cruiser?
I don't recall exactly when it left.
All right, do you hear the beeping?
Yes.
Was that vehicle the EMS vehicle backing up to leave?
I believe so, yes.
He's got a pretty substantial cut on his face. He's going to be transported to Cali.
So, at that point, were you conducting a crash investigation?
Yes.
And did that take a while before you, well, let me ask you this question first. Did you eventually go then to Cabell Huntington Hospital to talk to Mr. Roberts some more?
Yes.
Did you go immediately, or did you do the crash investigation first?
The crash investigation, after everybody cleared the scene.
So, we started the video back at 21/28/05 was the last time we noted that. So, if I were to advance this all the way to the end, did you turn your camera off when you finished your crash investigation?
Yes.
And did you leave for the hospital immediately after that?
Yes.
So if I advance this all the way up, it says 22/10/12. So from 21/28 to 22/10 is about 40 minutes, 42 minutes. So is that how long it took you to do that before you went to the hospital?
Yes.
At that point in time, that period of time, did you have any kind of restrictions on him? Was he ever handcuffed?
No.
Or was there anybody, any police officer of any kind who was guarding him or keeping him in custody of any kind whatsoever?
No.
So at that point, you go to the Cabell Huntington Hospital.
Yes.
When you turned your body camera off there at the scene of the accident, did you ever turn it back on again with respect to this investigation?
No.
Why didn't you turn it back on when you went to the hospital?
First off, I forgot to turn it back on. And then secondly, I've always been unsure about recording in hospital rooms, recording people who are getting medical care in hospital rooms. I have since talked to a supervisor about that, and according to our policy, I am not able to record anything leading up to being in the room, but only what is happening in that room, and then once I leave, I have to turn it off. So I was always under the impression that I was not able to record in the hospital room.
So you didn't record it?
No.
That video that we watched there, was it a fair and accurate representation of what happened and what you took part in with Mr. Roberts on this day?
Yes.
When I asked if that made admitted as exhibit one.
Any objections?
No, sir.
State's exhibit 1 will be marked as admitted.
Where was the defendant when you met him at the hospital?
He was getting medical treatment in one of the rooms.
In an emergency room?
Yes.
So were there medical personnel attending to him at that time?
I believe one of the nurses came in, yes.
Did you ask him some more questions about what happened?
Yes.
Did he give you any other statements about what happened?
No, he said, I asked him how much he had to drink. He said he had a few. That was all he stated.
At that time, were you able to note any other physical indicators of his impairment?
Yes, I continued to smell the straw odor about from every from this person. His eyes were very bloodshot.
Tell me about what you learned about the crash. What happened?
So, according to him, I believe he stated that he fell asleep, drifted off the road, and struck a tree.
When you met him at the hospital, did you place him under arrest?
No.
Did you try to impede his movement at all?
No, the only thing I told him pertaining to that is that he was going to be charged with PI, and then the crash, and I'm going to see him. That's all I told him.
In any way whatsoever, did you ever do anything that would imply that he was not free to leave?
No.
Was it because of his injuries and the medical treatment that he was receiving that he wasn't, I mean, he was kind of...
I believe so. He had a pretty good cut on his head, yes.
Did you issue a citation for OBI, failure to control, failure to wear a safety belt?
Yes.
At the hospital, did you tell anybody that worked there or somebody in charge he's not free to leave?
No.
And you didn't place him under arrest and take him to jail or anything, did you?
No.
Never put him in handcuffs?
Nope.
That's all I have.
Any crosses?
Thank you, Your Honor. Trooper White, my name is Mike Eaches. I represent Elijah Roberts. If I ask you any question doesn't make sense to you, just tell me. I'll do the best I can to make things clear. When you first arrived on the scene, another first responder told you that the driver was in the ambulance, correct?
Correct.
And the same person also told you that the driver had a big cut on his head, that he went head first into the windshield, and that his head actually pushed the windshield of the vehicle out. Does that sound about right?
Yes.
And you walked to the rear of the ambulance, correct?
Yes.
And there's 2 double doors in the rear of the ambulance?
Yes.
Those were shut, correct?
Yes.
You opened those doors, correct?
Yes.
And did you hang on, stand in between where the doors open?
Yes.
And once you opened the rear double doors to the ambulance, you knew it wasn't going to leave at that point, correct?
Yes.
And when you made contact with Mr. Roberts, your narrative states that you recognized he had a serious head injury.
Correct.
And at what point do you claim to have smelled the odor of an alcoholic beverage?
When I opened the door. Okay. And began questioning and talking to him.
And he immediately produced his driver's license, correct?
Yes.
And prior to asking him any questions, you never asked if he was willing to answer any questions, correct?
Well, he wasn't under arrest, so I didn't have to.
I'm not asking about Miranda. I'm just asking, you didn't say, sir, are you willing to answer a few of my questions?
No.
You just began questioning him.
Yes.
Now, and I'll be happy to refresh your memory on the video if need be. The first time that you asked Mr. Roberts where he was coming from, he remained silent. Do you recall that?
I believe I had asked him twice, yes.
Well, let me, Judge, may I approach the... Sure. I'm just going to play a little clip for you starting at 4 minutes and 19 seconds into the video. The first time you asked him, do you agree he didn't provide an answer?
Yes.
And do you recall when he didn't respond, you followed up by saying, huh?
Yes.
And basically that was a prompt to get Mr. Roberts to answer your question, correct?
No, I'm not a prompt.
Yeah. Why did you say, huh?
Because I was expecting an answer.
Right. And when he didn't give one, you followed up with, huh?
Yes.
Okay. And was that purpose to get him to provide an answer?
Well, if he didn't want to provide one, then he shouldn't have provided one.
Okay. Okay. After you said, huh, Mr. Roberts still didn't immediately provide an answer, correct?
Correct, yeah, but he began crying, yes.
Okay. And you then asked him a third time where he was coming from, correct?
I believe so, yes. But the second time, yes.
I think maybe where we're disconnected, I'm counting the huh as the second time.
Okay.
And then you agree you asked him a third time.
Okay, yes.
Is that okay? And I mean, do you agree you were going to keep asking him that question until he provided an answer?
No.
How many more times were you prepared to ask him where he was coming from?
I don't know.
Okay. And while you asked him this 3 different times, you're standing where, in the opening between the ambulance doors, correct?
Yes.
And he finally told you that he was hanging out with his buddies, correct?
Yes.
Now, do you agree that interrogating Mr. Roberts about where he was coming from has nothing to do with your crash investigation?
Well, when I smelled the odor of an alcoholic beverage, it turned into an OBI investigation.
Okay.
So I was doing both.
Understood. And that was the purpose of the question, where are you coming from, to see if he was coming from someplace that sold alcoholic beverages?
Possibly.
Let me ask you this. When you assessed, I think you testified you assessed the car when you first arrived on the scene. Was it obvious which direction he was traveling when he had the accident?
Yes.
Okay. Now, next, you asked Mr. Roberts, how much were you drinking, correct?
Yes.
And once again, Mr. Roberts did not immediately answer this question, correct?
Yes.
And you then continued your interrogation, correct?
My questions, yes.
And specifically, you told him, I can smell it from here, so, do you recall saying that?
Yes.
And what you were telling him is, I can smell the odor of alcohol from here, so there's no need to lie about not drinking.
Yes.
And each time you ask him about consuming alcohol, you're still standing there in the double doors of the ambulance, correct?
Yes.
And we agree the ambulance is not going to go anywhere with you having the double doors open, correct?
Yes.
And at no point while you are standing between the double doors questioning Mr. Roberts, did you ever advise him that he had a right not to answer your questions?
No.
Did anyone else on the scene tell you that they also smelled the odor of an alcoholic beverage?
I don't believe so.
And you continued to interrogate Mr. Roberts about why he was driving and about why he didn't have his girlfriend come pick him up, correct?
Yes.
None of those have anything to do with a crash investigation, correct?
OBI investigation as well, yes.
Now, you determined this accident occurred at 20:56, about 8:56 p.m., is that correct?
Correct.
And you opened that ambulance door at 21:24 or 9:24 p.m., does that sound right?
Yes.
Do you know how long Mr. Roberts had been in the ambulance before you got there?
I do not.
Do you know what treatment he had received?
I do not.
Now, once Mr. Roberts answered your questions, you then told him that you would meet him at the hospital and you closed the double doors of the ambulance, correct?
Correct.
And Mr. Heald asked you some timing questions. Do you agree that the ambulance drove away 1 minute and 40 seconds after you closed the double doors?
Yes.
Now, you testified that your understanding was that the EMTs were providing treatment to Mr. Roberts in the ambulance, correct?
Yes.
You don't know what treatment that was?
I do not know.
So, do you know what occurred from the time you shut the double doors of the ambulance until it pulled away?
I do not.
Now, if you were going to the hospital, could you not have gotten the information you needed from Mr. Roberts at the hospital?
Yes.
And you did, in fact, go to the hospital?
Yes.
And that was for the purpose of serving him with a citation?
And talking to him further, yes.
Why not just have the ambulance wait until you completed the citation?
Because that's not my call to make.
Now, at the time you go to the hospital, you've got the citation completed and with you, correct?
No, I don't. I know. I believe I went back out to my car and completed the citation. I think.
Your body cam footage would probably show that if it occurred at the scene of the accident.
Yes, I may have worked on that scene. I can't recall.
Let me add, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine.
At the time you went to the hospital, you had already determined you were going to charge him with ODI.
No, it wasn't 100%, no.
Okay, then tell me what occurred at the hospital that caused you to charge him.
The continued strong odor of an alcoholic beverage coming from his person. And then while talking to him, I noticed that his eyes were very bloodshot. And he had stated in this EMS car that he had had too much to be driving.
And if I understand you correct, the only admission he gave at the hospital was that he had had a couple beers.
Yes.
And did you narrow that down to how, did you try to determine how many?
I did, but he did not remember.
And did you take I haven't received the crash report yet, did you take a written statement from him at the hospital?
Yes, I believe I did.
And was that a Mirandized statement?
The crash statement?
Yes, sir.
No.
And you talked about this body cam footage. You said there was 2 reasons that you didn't have the body cam footage. One was that you forgot, and one that you were unsure if you were allowed.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, did you forget?
Yes, that was one of the reasons, yes. But
if you forgot, that has to be the only reason, doesn't it, sir?
No, I've done it. When I first started, I was told that we don't record in hospital rooms. Since we've changed over to body cams, that's obviously been revised, but.
Let me just ask you, what is the difference between the back of an ambulance and a hospital room?
It's a hospital.
Okay. Well, what's the significance of it being a hospital?
Well, I believe it was HIPAA violations to be recording somebody getting medical treatment.
Okay. Oh, only in a hospital?
Yes.
Okay. Had nothing to do with the fact you're in the state of West Virginia?
No.
Okay. Just as I'm about finished, Your Honor. That's all I have, Your Honor.
Can you redirect?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you.
We rest, Your Honor.
No evidence for the defense, Your Honor.
Are we going to brief this then, or?
I submitted a memorandum that I think we would stand on if the court can see that in the file and make sure it's there.
So I don't know.
Your Honor, I believe just to perfect the record, if the court would just give me a very brief amount of time, I don't think I need a transcript at this point. I would like to submit a written argument.
Okay.
I can do so very quickly.
What time frame?
Whatever you think is reasonable, Judge. 7-10 days would be my request.
And you want to have the right to respond to that, Mr. Gill?
I would say we should, probably.
So, submit it by the 20-year memorandum, Mr. Regis, by the 29th?
Yes, sir.
And then get the state's response by the 5th, 7 days later? And then, so I'm going to put it on the docket just for a decision. No, nobody wants to oral argue this, right?
I would like, now that we've developed the facts, Your Honor, to take a look at some of the case law myself. That's the reason I'd like to submit something.
Well, if you want to make oral argument, why don't you put that in your brief?
Yes, sir.
I'll set a date for oral argument.
I would just make my argument in the written brief, Your Honor. It'd be fine with me.
I'll set it on the docket just for me to look at and make a decision, and then February 12th.
I don't think he means for us.
So no one has to be here for that. That's just so it doesn't get lost and I know what to do. That case will be considered submitted.
Your Honor, will the court's decision have a return date for us?
Well, it depends on what my decision is.
Well, it's not going to be, I mean, I don't know that it's dispositive completely, regardless.
Then it will. If it's not dispositive, then I'll put a date in it for the next hearing.
Thank you.
Want to give me some dates now?
Well, herein lies the problem, Your Honor. I took off without my phone today, so I'm compromised.
I'll just put some dates in. If it doesn't work, then you can ask to have a continuance.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Nicholas R. Adams on the recall. Case number TRD 2014-80.
Okay, this was on a review. Failure to appear for a review. And then arraignment on that, failure to appear. I'm assuming Mr. Sowers got in touch with you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's alleged, and you are Nicholas Adams?
Yes, sir.
Case number 2014-80. It's alleged that you had failed to appear for a review hearing on January 23rd of 23, so approximately a year ago. And then you got arrested on that warrant, looks like around the 8th. Yesterday? Posted a bond, at least you posted the bond yesterday.
Yes, sir. I was, it was November the 4th I got arrested and was incarcerated up until yesterday, but I was in Kentucky.
Okay.
In western Kentucky.
Well, so the bond, you were in custody in Kentucky and you posted the bond there?
No, sir. Ironton, or Lawrence County came and got me Wednesday from Grayson County, Kentucky, and then I went to court yesterday.
Okay. So you must have something in a common police court here too, or?
It's not anymore, no, sir.
You did?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this was a driving under suspension with, you had some community service and filed some court costs to pay. Do you have an explanation for missing that review hearing a year ago?
No, sir, not.
Okay. Well, so I'm assuming now you want to do this, you want to take care of things?
Yes, sir.
And where are you living now?
Flatwoods.
Are you employed?
I've got an interview today after I leave here at Bob Evans.
Okay. Well, what I'll do, since you have a bond up now, I'm going to withdraw the warrant and set a sentencing hearing. And what we'll do is we'll come back about once a month until you get this done. If you don't show up for the hearing now, you've got somebody that's going to track you down and take you into custody and bring you into court.
Yes, sir.
To the jail, actually. So just get this done.
Yes, sir.
And we'll come to these hearings. So I'll set it for February the 16th for sentencing hearing. 10 o'clock. If you get it done before then, I won't add any additional penalty. You got 2 days of community service and $435 is what I'm showing.
Yes, sir. Is this on the same fine?
Before you, because you paid something today. I didn't count that. I just saw that.
Oh, yes, sir.
So you've only got $235 left.
Yes, sir.
So, do you understand what you need to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, February the 16th, you want to write that down?
Yes, sir.
February 16th, 10 o'clock is your next hearing. If you're completed, confirm it with your probation officer or the community service director, you don't have to come back.
Yes, sir.
And I'll let Mr. Sowards, because I texted him before that you didn't show up, I'll let him know now that you have it here, you won't be out prowling for you.
Yes, sir. What was the time again, sir?
10 a.m. Okay, you're free to go.
Thank you, sir.
So I canceled the bond forfeiture. I notified Mr. Sowards. Court's adjourned.
Sounds like fun.
I know.
Ooh. Pretty wild. It's been a good day for you. What do you think about that? Yeah, just asking some questions.
Yeah. I was wondering what the whole argument was about. I mean, that's questions that are normal.
That he was, well, that he was under arrest or he was not free to leave. Well, he was in the back of the ambulance getting treatment.
Exactly.
The officer didn't tell me, you know, so that's the reason I had to go through all that about, you know, you didn't make them stay. You know, they stayed after you walked away.
Yeah.
The weekend. I'm gonna tell you something, Jackie better have that driveway shoveled by the time you get up there.
That's what I'm
Get your little dog fixed up.
Yes, he's fine now. It takes him a day or two to shake it off.
Yeah.
It's,
I was down here, I go down here to Baker, where Doc Baker used to be. I've had 100 dogs in there, because we used to raise beagles and stuff. And we've got a little miniature wiener dog, and I put him down, and I'm telling you, right out with his collar, he went. I had him on a leash, and right toward the road. And I thought, oh no, even the lady jumped up behind the counter, and she was gonna come out, you know. She said she's had that happen a couple of times where the dogs run out.
I guarantee you, they'd get away if they could.
Yeah, but I hollered at him and he stopped, which he's a little hard-headed thing, you know how them little dogs are.
Good thing he didn't get run over.
He didn't make it to the car, but